Hello and welcome. We're going to continue our student expose, and we have a 70% rating game here. So let's have a look at it. Dive right into the game. Quick opening, steady opening, nothing to complain about here. All solid. Good follow-up move and a very vicious, aggressive maneuver there. White getting maybe a bit greedy, going for the pawn, but how can you blame him? Okay, and now a stunning blunder here. Stunningly, this is a blunder. Because this is a kind of game where it looks like white has everything under control. But remarkably, this is a blunder. I'm afraid it's a bit beyond me why it's a blunder. Because why couldn't he just go back here, for example, now? Oh, is the pressure building on so much in the back rank for a mate? We'd have to look at it with a computer. Because here, if I played bishop c4, then you've got queen h6 jumping down the throat already. And now the only option is, well, let's play this move, king h2. And then you have, oh, beautiful. Queen dives in right here. That's the magic sauce. That's the magic sauce. And now what? How does white defend here? Oh, if you try to come in here, then it's still the same old shit. Shenanigans story. Wow. So you end up with this kind of pattern and it's mate here with the rook. So that's the whole thinking over there. Very tough one to see, obviously. So I don't blame for this kind of a blunder, but it's remarkable how good the tactical options were. Actually, you did play the correct computer move, the next move. And wow, this is a tough game to play because of all these threats. Oh, what a great defense here. Lovely resource there. Lovely. Check from the back. Defended inaccurately. Another check. This is scary stuff. Queen diving in. Oh, man, this is a battle of wizards. A battle of wizards. I have to say, what a tactical battle that was. A remarkable turnaround. It just goes to show you can never rest on your laurels in a game of chess. You might be totally controlling the action, and then things can all of a sudden slip haywire. So a great lesson. All right, next up. Not one of the stronger games, 69%, but let's have a look and shuffle it to the black side, which is our student. Very good game so far. Everything very solid. Here is the tough move, right? The tough move is what to do after you've made all the opening moves. And I get it. Rook here does seem reasonable. But AI was suggesting pawn up there. Key is to try to understand these moves better. Why would AI like that? Why not? And use that to get better in chess. The rook here, let's face it, it doesn't really do anything, ultimately. This is the only move which potentially does something concrete. Arguably, I would even say this could be doing something if it's trying to induce a pawn weakness, but this is not necessarily a weakness in this position anyway. All right. Yeah, a few iffy moves here from black. A few iffy moves, and that's okay, that happens. As long as you're playing quick enough, it's fine to play a few iffy moves here and there. This, I like this move because I understand the prophylactic intent behind it and it is solid. So I'm not gonna begrudge for not spotting the killer combination, which is apparently to go all the way forward and exert pressure through this diagonal that you open up for the bishop. Advanced way to play. Yeah, but okay, this is also fine. And now you handle that in this manner. The lateral style is interesting. So yeah, with the game fully under control here, I understand f6 as well. It makes sense, but here you do have a loose piece, so you want to guard against the sacrifice opportunities, which he does eventually find. And oh, making a few blunders here now, Black. Time pressure starting to build apparently. And this is all par for the course in any chess game. Of course, now we see the pressure really building on in the back rank. Well defended by creating a tuck-in square rather than coming here and getting skewered. So that was good. But it is a difficult job to try to hold this position. That, wow, that is quite a move. The only problem is white can take right here. And he does, and that's the reason why it fails. If he didn't have to take there, if he had to move away or something, then you come in here and then it makes a lot more sense. But without that, this is a bit less good. But a valiant effort here in the defense. Let's give credit where credit is due as far as that is concerned. The rest of it is always a foregone conclusion. Okay, good game. Good game. Next one, we got a topsy-turvy game here. Let's have a look. Our student is black. Okay, it's one of these style of defenses, which is always tricky. I've messed up so many games in this kind of basic opening. And you see already there are a bunch of these tactics, which all these 1100 players, they know all these chess openings and know all these different kinds of opening traps. Because that's all the videos they watch is how to checkmate your opponent in 7 moves. And they know all these tricks. So you gotta really know your shit if you're playing in those kind of opening lines, because even relatively amateur players will know a lot about such openings. So your competitive edge, which really is simply your ability to understand the game, gets lost if you play familiar openings. Nonetheless, there's very much a good game on show here, and I would say definitely take it back here. Definitely, it's time to dilute the tension. It's time to dilute the tension, distract the pawns, simplify over here, and then win that pawn back. This kind of a passive rook move can't be good. Can't be good. This is a very tough position for white to play. Very tough. I don't know. Oh, some crazy stuff going on. Of course, you got to remember you can take en passant. You got to take en passant here. Keep your double pawn fortress. You have to remember the rules of chess. Okay. Big center brewing for white here. So pressure is really building on. And white is trying to play like this perfect magician, which should give black an opportunity should he play his cards right. And he has played his cards right. He's managed to kind of mitigate some of the major tensions of the position. And now he's skewered an advantage If he can only find the right continuation here. Type it in the chat if you know the right continuation. It's gotta be, I wanna say that you gotta get the other rook here. I think that feels very compelling. And then the other one here. Let's see. Wow, what a zinger. Great move from Black to find that. Great continuation, excellent tactics execution. And now it's very important to be patient. Be patient and just crawl up there with the pawn. Okay. Is it best? Let's just see what was best. Best was indeed to go forward with the pawn and continue to brew pressure. Yes, you see, this pawn is not the essence of the game. The essence is right here. So computer likes this move, but I think it's, yeah. Anyway, then we have a sacrifice here, a very confident sacrifice, and you got to know your shit if you're gonna get into these queen and pawn endgames. You never know. These games have a remarkable tendency for being drawish. And what happened? Did you run out of time? You just ran out of time. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. All right, let's do one more game here. One more game. Wanker. 88%, 1900 level. Okay, let's have a look. Some kind of genius opening going on here. Yeah, you see the bishop is trapped. You have the double hit. You have the double hit you could play. That followed up by this. So this knight capture is inaccurate for that reason. Yeah, I really don't like leaving the queen on this angle for so long. It's asking for trouble. Ah, okay. You probably didn't notice it. All right, just gonna be a quick one here. All right. Okay. Thank you for watching and catch you later.